does Todd feel about all this? Because does
He's good.
regret?
I don't think Todd regrets it.
Okay.
Todd's not deeply involved in like the social media of it all.
Yes.
And Todd is really good about what it feels like to him. It felt right to him to say, this conversation has to stop.
Yeah.
And our marriage feels really good to him. So I don't think Todd really cares what it looks like to anybody else.
Yeah.
And that's a good reminder for me that I'm very happy with Todd. And everyone else can see that or not see that or wish they were me or not wish they were me. They should wish they were me. I'm in a great marriage. I love my relationship. And I'm really happy. Todd and I are very different people, and together it's kind of a super team. We have different skill sets, we have different weaknesses, and they balance each other out, and it's a good partnership.
As you see, a lot of people have a lot of opinions about your marriage. I think like Lisa called you a gold digger in the after show.
Who has not called me a gold digger yet?
Yes, Heather says
Some low-hanging fruit. We're going to need a different insult.
Heather says that like you can't marry for, what did she say? I don't
She said you can't marry for
if
love.
you're smart and driven.
Yeah, if you're smart and driven. I saw that.
Yeah.
I have a great therapist Heather can talk to, because I would love for Heather to have a whole second romantic life for herself. I think that might speak more about Heather's feelings about her divorce than it does about my marriage.
Yeah. And I think Meredith said that I don't know, that you were unsettled, I think, in your...
She said there was tension in my marriage. And I don't want to shade anyone else's marriage because I don't like them shading mine. But I am interested in Brittany, Heather, and Meredith, of all people, talking about someone else's marriage. We got two who are not, have not been, have been divorced, have struggled, and one who's had some up and downs. So we should tend to our own grass before we worry about what Bronwyn's grass looks like. Yes.
Well, I think you posted on Instagram, too, that it was unfortunate that during that anniversary trip you weren't shown the love that you and Todd have because there was so much drama going on.
Yeah, there was a lot of other stuff going on, and Todd is just not somebody who's going to gravitate towards being on camera. And I have really learned a lot about myself. I have a lot of anxiety, and being on the show is really fixing some of that for me. You cannot be thin-skinned. You cannot be worried about what people think about you. But I do look back and I see a really fragile version of myself when I do this, like holding my chest or I'm wringing my hands. I do a lot of self-depreciating humor. And I'm realizing as I watch it back that I think that's this way of protecting something or deflecting or trying to make it easy for everyone. You see a lot of me being like, oh, it's not Lisa's fault and it's not so-and-so's fault. And I see in myself in that moment that I really needed to stand up for myself and just be like, I'm very confident in what I have. I'm learning that trying to change how people feel about me or my marriage just kind of makes what people feel about me and my marriage worse. Yes.
Yeah, no,
and not even worse, but totally mischaracterized. I'm very happy. So